you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Dose of Discourse. This is Kanai speaking, and I'm joined by Tiffany, AJ, and of course, Daisy, our basically Dose of Doors. What? I can't even speak English this morning. But Dose of Discourse member, honestly. But as you can notice, this is girl time. Eric's not here at the moment. He's got some,
Woo! Let's
I
talk
don't know.
trash. Let's just talk trash to Eric.
He's got some duties he's got to do. But yeah, welcome early this morning. It is currently 8:30 here.
I'm pretty sure we all
But
just woke up. Except I feel
I'm
like
pretty sure.
Yeah, we all kind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all look like
yeah.
it.
Let's be honest. But what are you guys drinking this morning? I am drinking my usual Kirin lemon tea, but I bought the new Starbucks reusable cup, and it's these like cool. It's like one of those like
color
cool
changing.
changers, color changing
Oh,
ones.
that's
with the
cool.
D's.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
And then the straw. I don't know if you can see the
Oh, is it
gradient and
also
like
color?
Yeah.
Does it change with like cold or like hot?
Mm-hmm.
It changes with cold.
Interesting.
Yes.
Cool.
Because
So
sometimes when I
Oh.
use mine looks like poop. 'cause I use it with coffee. So the
Ooh.
color doesn't look as nice, but it's fine.
That's okay. But there's my drink. Who's up next?
I'm drinking water.
Tiffany sounds so tired.
Good morning.
I went to bed at 4, so
Oh my
this is
goodness.
Oh, you're
great.
crazy.
Oh.
I couldn't
You're
fall
crazy.
asleep.
Yeah, I'm also drinking water. That's what I drink when I wake up.
Oh, okay. Here, let me just change mine. I'm drinking water too.
For some
Here.
reason,
Hold
it
on.
looked like you were holding up an empty cup, and I was like, "Excuse me."
I'm also
Wait.
drinking water.
Ooh, water,
Yeah.
water gang. Can I said I
Okay.
feel left out. Let me get my water.
Yeah.
I had water just in case, so I don't feel left out. Because I left. I was not here last week, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot you
But
weren't here
since
last week.
hey y'all. Hey.
I don't know. I just forgot. It just felt like you were there.
Oh, because she was there.
Oh yeah, you like
I
popped
was
in
there.
there. Oh yeah, you
You
did.
popped in.
I told you to get out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, get out.
I know, but that episode is coming sometime or another.
Whenever Eric decides to.
It'll technically
It'll
be
come
posted by the
eventually.
time this one's posted.
That's
Actually,
okay.
That's fine. It gives us
It
a
works
buffer.
out. But given that this is a all girls episode,
Ladies.
what do you want to talk about, ladies?
For some reason, I keep thinking about, the saying, this is for the girls, the gays, and the thems. For some reason, that's what I keep thinking of. For some reason. But, I don't know. I feel like Eric's always been one of the ladies, anyways.
Okay.
Eric's
Yeah,
You know what?
marrying the
I'll bring up
ladies.
something. I'll bring up something.
Okay, yeah. Take charge.
So, yesterday, I was very kind enough to have Eric available because my Nintendo Switch finally came in the mail. And it was raining last night. So, Eric came in clutch. And I have to mention Eric because this is an appreciation post right here. Public service announcement for Eric. I'd like to thank him for coming to my house and putting my Nintendo Switch in the garage because if then I would have not been able to enjoy my Nintendo Switch.
It
But
was raining.
anywho, it was storming here.
Yeah.
It was raining a lot. But I had FaceTime Daisy and talked to him from blah blah blah. I can't really speak English today. I apologize. Whatever. But I was setting up my Switch and I got this Super Mario Bros. Game. And I was telling this to Daisy yesterday because she just noticed this too. But when you're picking out your characters, you got the Mario and the Luigi, and then there's like this Toadette and the yellow Toad. And you know what I noticed?
Yellow
It
Toad.
said easier. Yes, yellow Toad. And you know what it said? It said pink Toadette was easier to play. Okay. Why is it the girl Toad easier to play than the regular Toad? That's my question.
Oh. Wait, what game is it? Which Super Mario's is this?
It's Super Mario Bros. Ultimate.
Ultimate?
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
have to
I was
look
picking
this
out the
up.
characters. Did I take a picture, Daisy?
I think
Yes,
you
I
did
did.
take a picture. Yeah.
I did. Here for all the
I've
visuals.
never heard anyone call it like that. You're playing Ultimate?
Oh,
Yeah.
it does say easier.
It says easier. You see
Toad is
that?
not supposed to be yellow, by the way. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
red.
that's yeah.
Sorry.
You
But
don't
like
know.
these
Maybe
were
he just wants to be
Yellow.
Super Mario Bros. Ultimate. Are you playing Smash? Or
No, that's
no?
not
I think
Smash.
she's
no.
playing deluxe.
Yeah, I was like, what is Ultimate? I only see. Okay.
Deluxe. I
It's
don't know.
deluxe.
That's different. I was like, I've never heard anyone call Smash as Super Mario Bros. Ultimate.
She's
I don't know.
new to gaming.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Why is he yellow? Why
And
Yeah.
why
is
is
Toad?
why is
love
she
how-
easier?
I love how Kanai's like mad that Toadette's easier.
I'm mad
while
because
I'm mad that Toadette's yellow.
we
Well-
clearly have different priorities. Wait, hold on. I'm
Clearly.
like,
Well,
Because
I think
no,
it's just normally
brother-
because game modes and Toadette's usually in Mario games, so maybe Toadette's just I don't know. They just like
That's
the
lame.
easier game mode or something. I don't know. I don't think they.
Well, my brother. Is it?
oh
I
wait,
don't
no.
think they
There's
meant
like
any
different
harm.
versions of Toad, because Toad is a species. So I don't know if you can
Alright.
see it, but for those who don't see it, there's different colors of Toad. Bro, I can't.
Okay, but like, why is the pink one the easier one?
I don't know.
Like,
Ask
that's
ask
not
who
cool.
ask Nintendo, man. I can't answer
I don't like
everything.
that.
Like easier as in like I don't like a bit like more beginner or
Well, let me ask Reddit then.
Toad.
I'll
Okay,
look
Reddit.
There definitely is a Reddit thread.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it.
Pretty sure. But you know, that was my little.
Oh, it's because she has. Oh, it's because she has the. It's the game where she transforms into like Peach. No. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's the one where it's because she has like that power up. Yeah, this is the one where she transforms into Peach. Like if she touches the Super Crown. Yeah, it's like she's considered easier because she has like more OP like power ups compared to like the other characters. So she has like more power ups. So like in theory, the game is easier to play because she's stronger.
They want people.
Interesting.
The game's targeted towards kids.
Yeah,
So I think they just need to make
Clearly.
an easier game mode.
yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing from Google. Wait, why does yeah. I also
What?
saw this. I just also saw. I'm also looking at Reddit. Oh yeah, it's because she has like the exclusive power up. That's why. Yep. Toadette. What was the character like? If you guys, I assume like most of us have played like those kind of games like Smash or like the Super Mario. What character or like Mario Kart? What character do you always pick?
For Mario
Toadette.
Kart or
For like
Toadette.
anything, for like
Any.
for either like, do you have like a specific character you pick?
I usually
Or
pick
Super
Mario
Smash.
Mario.
or for like Mario Kart, Baby Mario.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's Toadette or
Toad-
Baby Luigi.
Baby Luigi. I always picked like Toad or Baby Toad because he's so cute. He's so small. But I think for like Smash, I don't know who I play. I play like
I
Samus.
play Kirby.
I'm apparently the Mario Kart champion at work.
Oh,
So
are you? You guys play
Oh.
Mario Kart together?
Whoa.
That's kind of cute.
well, cause they're trying to do like morale booster activities or whatever. So one of my coworkers brought a Switch. So we
Wait,
had a little.
that's actually so cute.
So we had a mini tournament and I beat those.
That's cute. That's
With
actually
my
funny.
Toadette.
Wow.
Well, I almost lost, but it's fine.
Who do you play? Who
Yeah.
do you play? Kanai?
I play Kirby.
Kirby, like in like Smash.
Uh,
What about Mario
yeah,
Kart?
What about
because
like Mario Kart?
I don't have Mario Kart yet.
I think Kanai would play Yoshi in Mario Kart.
Yoshi?
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
probably.
I don't think I
Yoshi!
would.
I think
I
you would.
think I think like for like the Wii that I had, I
Or
think I
Peach.
would play like baby Peach
Uh-huh,
or
see.
Peach.
Mhm.
Um,
You
because
have to unlock.
I lenient towards her, but I've played as Bowser.
Bowser? On what?
Yeah,
On what?
on Mario Kart.
On Mario
Here's
Kart?
another question. Are you a cart person or a motorcycle person?
Kart.
Okay.
And I don't know. I've never really used a motorcycle. I
Yeah, I
just
think
use
I'm more of a cart.
I pick whatever cart is the fastest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay
I
then.
usually
See
pick
what?
the
Why are
quick.
you
Why?
a
Yeah,
motorcycle?
I'm a bike person.
She was like really judging us. Like she's like
Yeah, she
okay.
was.
She really judged us
Why?
there.
I don't know. I think it's. I
She
think
doesn't have a
it's.
reason.
I was asking.
There's
Oh no,
probably
I feel like I just get hurt more.
I
Like
think the
I get more
cart.
damage or something.
I think it's like if you're used to the cart, you can't really drive the motorcycle or something. I don't know.
it's like because there's different like handling and like
The
stuff,
drifting.
the drifting
Hmm.
and stuff on the like even in the
Motorcycle.
cards, yeah, even on the cards. So,
I feel like I need to try this out now.
why you do you have Mario Kart? I don't have Mario Kart.
Yeah, I have Mario
I always
Kart.
just played it like when I would go to people's houses if they had it, or like on people's on the Switch.
I don't have it, but I can finesse it out of somebody's Switch case.
Ooh, oh yeah, I don't use the physical cartridges. I'm
Oh, I
scarred.
do.
I'm scarred because like someone stole like all my like Nintendo DS cartridges. I like did the
Yeah.
burp. That was like weird, like in the middle of the word. I was like, but yeah. So I only get like the online copies
Mm.
of the
Aren't
games.
they more expensive?
No,
No.
They
it's the
cost the
same.
same.
Price.
No.
That's the same. It's the
Really?
same. Yep,
Yeah.
they're the same. If anything, I feel like the online would be cheaper.
Because when I bought like the
Technically,
games at
online.
Target,
Yeah. Oh, continue.
when I bought like the physical, it was like on sale,
Well,
and
use it.
then the online one was more expensive.
Oh, because you're gonna be buying it from like Walmart or something. But Nintendo Online is Nintendo store in general, so it's
Mm.
always gonna be the original price. At
But
least
they
my
also have like the points on Nintendo, like the
yeah.
online store. So like, you get like the games cheaper if you're a person who buys all our games. Like your games just end up being cheaper because you rack up like a lot of points to like get a discount. So
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
yeah. I mean, it's obviously gonna be cheaper like in the store for like older games and
Right.
stuff like that. But I like, I like not having to carry cartridges.
I think Walmart for
That
a
makes
while
sense.
had a $10 off deal with games. So
Yeah. It depends on the game, too. Depends on the game.
Mm.
Game, game, game,
Gosh.
game. Game, 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 game.
Well.
I'm so tired. But, you know, it's interesting because quote unquote, society. And making myself laugh. But yeah, it's interesting that we all like play, games to some sort of extent because, like, I feel like back then I don't know where I'm going with this, but like it's like not like a quote unquote like girl thing to do. Like like
yeah.
it was very. I
Uh.
feel like yeah, like I feel like gaming was very gate kept. Like by
Yeah.
guy, like they're like boys would like gatekeep games.
hmm Or like
Yeah, for sure.
girls aren't that good at video games
Games
or
aren't
whatever.
good at video games. Like you're
Mhm.
not a real gamer, which I think is very funny.
Mm.
It's very funny, but I think that's interesting because Like I think even like my parents, like when I was a little younger, they're like, yeah, AJ likes to do like like a lot of boy things. She likes to play video games a lot, and I'm like, what's that have to do with
What does
anything?
that
I'm
mean?
like, what does that mean? Like, yeah, actually, what the if I'm like, obviously, I'm like in the same respect, like when like my like guy friends play like video games, it's like I'm like not at the same level as them, but it's just like they're just better at video games than I am because I'm not coordinated. But I don't. It doesn't have anything to do with me being a girl. It's just me being bad gamer. But yeah, I think that was like that was kind of weird when like when they're like when they just like the stereotype of like
I think the
games and
stereotype
stuff.
still
Yeah.
exists because
It does.
I mean, yeah.
I've seen a lot of TikToks of girls playing Valorant, and most of the time they don't want to talk in the chat because or like
Yeah,
video
because
comms
Yeah.
because of that.
because
Because then they figure out you're a girl and then they're like, wow.
they either do that or like whoa they like simp for you
Or
or
they're
they like talk shit and I'm like yo
yeah, most of the time it's like,
Oh,
oh, we have a girl on our team, guess we're losing or whatever.
feels bad
yeah.
man feels
You
bad.
actually, which is how you usually play. They're like, wow, you like know how to play.
Yeah, yeah, I can play video games too. Ooh, but yeah, I
Mm.
think but like it's funny, like like some people like capitalize on like that stereotype, on like like the gamer girl, bro. Good for you. Capitalize, get that money. Like damn, because like I know there are some Twitch streamers like she created like a whole persona of like being bad, being like a very stereotypical like gamer girl and being like really bad at video
Mhm.
games, and then like people like would donate like in the chat just to talk trash like to her. They would like give her money to have the opportunity to talk shit to her face or like on the donation thing, and it's really funny because like I think it came like she's actually like really good at like pretty decent at the game, but she like pretends like just for like to capitalize on that industry where people are like girls can't play video games. Interesting. It's very interesting. I did that too.
Yeah.
I used to on back then on League. Tiffany knows. It was very easy back then to give gifts to like strangers or like people after the game in like League. Like you couldn't just give people a gift like right after the
The
like
match.
the match the game thing. I used
Yes.
to I used to a lot of my like I got a lot of skins from that.
She finessed the system.
Yeah, I finished the system
Yeah.
because like I'm not creative with like names, so like my name is usually just like my name on like games, and then they're like, oh my god, it's a girl. You're like,
Well, okay,
or like,
you
and if
actually
you're
had you used to have girl in your
yeah, I
user.
did, but then even like in my normal one, like when I changed it to like just my name, like still, like on I was in like a league group like Facebook group too, on Facebook, but yeah, I got a lot of skins from that. And like I mean now it's like so much harder, so like I don't even bother. But I think one time I was playing a game and then one of my friends from college like messaged me through like the game chat while I was in the game. And usually when I talk to like my friends, I usually like online I always use like OWO a lot. OWO, uwu, he because I always do that. I always type like that because I like type like that. But I think he told me like congrats because he's like he heard me, I got a job and stuff. So I was like, oh well, ty Daniel with like the little
Squiggly.
squiggly with the little squiggly. And then I accidentally, instead of putting like replying to that like the message, I accidentally put it in all chat. So like my team saw it, but my team was like people I was playing with, like I knew. But like the enemy team was like, "Yes, girl, get that skin." They're like, "Did you get the skin though?" And I'm like, "No, I'm past that life." I'm like, no, that's just. It was literally just my friend. I don't add strangers on League anymore. 'Cause
Anymore.
yeah, I used to just add people like cause like you used to just add like a bunch of people like after
Did you
the
like
game,
playing with it?
cause you
Yeah.
like cause they're like good and you like would play with them like to win more games and stuff like that. But yeah, League is what a journey League is. But you know, it's interesting because like there's still
Still
not a
in
lot of
bronze.
yeah, there's the same. There's still not a lot of like like too many professional like female players, and I think that's interesting. Like like I feel like it was just like I don't know if it's just like the stereotype or like there's just like not enough like females who are like at like that high level interested in playing like professionally because there's been a few, but then like they were like I know especially in League, but after like maybe a season of like competitive like that team like drops off the face of the earth, so I'm like kind of sad, but
I know there's one team in particular in league, but that's because it had to do with like their mental health and all that stuff because they were on an all girl team.
yeah, and like men are trash. Men are trash, and I'm like, yo, just like even if they're not like at the same level, like give them a chance. They're better. They're probably better than like the average player if they're playing competitively, like at least. So it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Yeah, games. They're for everyone.
E for everyone.
Yep.
E for everyone. They are. They are. And I think especially like in the like now like PC building is a lot more like mainstream. I feel like we see a lot of like people like girls wanting to build like their PC. It's so cute. I see like the all like the pink setup and stuff. I think that's pretty cute.
Hmm.
I think that's a good aesthetic. Honestly, there are like some female setup. It's like more cleaner than some guys because they know how to make it look aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
It's my cousin.
Yeah, I really
Like
love
her and
them.
her husband. They have like his and hers, like
Mhm.
Oh, that's
gaming
cool.
next to each other. And hers is like all pink, like white pink aesthetic. And it's beautiful. And her like PC is really cute. She like designed it really nicely. And then like the guy that has like coffee, food, junk,
Is
and
his
then
like
like
black.
it's set up.
That's like it's a really like a lot. I noticed like a lot of like mostly guys like the black like the all
The
black kind of
dark.
like the dark setup like hashtag dark mode
Mm,
Mhm.
and like a lot of girls will like want more like the white kind of
the brighter.
look like the pink like
I
I
mean,
want a white PC. I like the look of
Same.
like white.
clean,
Just because like my desk is black, so it would stand out
right?
more. And I wish there was more purple because I really like purple, like pastel purple in that. So I've been trying to
That'd be
find
cute.
more things that are like purple themed versus like pink. You know?
See, I was going
Hmm.
for a lavender type of
Yeah, lavender.
look because my headphones are, but my keyboard is gonna be like the Animal
Yeah,
Crossing
the
colors. So, oh well.
I mean, as
That's
long
the
as they're in the
same.
same like like pastel kind
It'll
of
be pastel.
the pastel kind of range, that'd be cute. Yeah. Would you
You
build
guys are
them?
looking
Oh,
to build. Oh, you guys are looking to build yours already.
I
I
mean,
bought a
she
pre-built
bought a pre.
already
I've
because
been looking. I mean, I already bought like the computer I'm using right now to record. It's
Hmm.
white, and
we just,
I've been looking like for a while, but it's just like the market for like graphics card is very inflated because of Bitcoin right now and like crypto mining. And there was like a lot of shortages with the factories like producing like graphics cards and like CPUs for a while. But they're starting to go down a little bit because Bitcoin like dropped like a lot
It did.
but I asked my friend I asked Brandon if he was worried about it because he mines cryptocurrency and he's like I'm not worried. It'll go back up. I'm not worried. That man has like 13,000 or something in like Bitcoin or whatever. But um, yeah, I'd hope I'd want at least my next year. Hopefully, I'll build my own PC and stuff like that. Maybe I'll like move out by then and actually have like room for like stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
how about you, Daisy? Would you build? I know Daisy's like a console player.
Yeah.
You're mostly a console player. Would you
See,
like get into like PC gaming and stuff like that?
well, what I've mostly been doing
Do you
now
just
is,
connect?
yeah,
Yeah.
did have one, but I left it at home because my Xbox died.
Oh.
Aw.
So I
Oh
don't have
no.
a console.
Oh
So I'm trying
no.
to figure out like if I want to go get another Xbox, so get the Xbox One
Get the PlayStation
or
5.
the PS5, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've played on both, so
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on which
Like the
games
games.
you want to play more on each. Yeah.
Yeah. Cuz
Yeah,
they're
I
like
don't
the
know.
exclusive games. But I
I
mean, you
mean,
could yeah.
yeah, I played the Halos, and that's like an Xbox exclusive,
Oh yeah.
so
I mean, you can also like I know a lot of people they connect like
Console.
their controller to their computer and play like console for that, like for certain games. So
yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I think I've also been thinking about building a PC because I know if I need help building one, I can ask Felix because he
oh yeah,
builds his own.
oh yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
And then
tutorials
Oh,
online, anyways. It's not
yeah,
like
and
I
then I
don't think it's
also
like too complicated.
I was talking to someone at my office and she said her boyfriend built her a PC too. She's
That's
like, "Yeah,
nice.
if you need any help, you just ask."
I like know all
him."
the parts I want except I don't have the graphics card. Like I want to buy them all like at once because I don't want to like buy them and have them just like sitting and not be
Yeah.
built and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's great. PCs, it's fun, 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 fun. What are some other things that people gatekeep from like girls and women? Hmm. Sports.
Sports,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
Sports is
much.
very gate kept. Um, even like even like now I've seen like those like people like those tweets where someone will be like, oh, I can beat like Serena Williams and Venus Williams in like tennis easy, blah blah blah, because they're like women, and then I'm like, I don't think you can, but okay, kind of interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with like the Olympic trials happening right now.
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
been seeing a lot of like the comparisons between like the guy and the girl because I don't know. I don't know why they do it, but some guys would be like, well, like the vault is higher for like the guys. So like
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
because
they
they're
don't go
For
taller.
like
like really
Yeah, I was
far.
gonna
gymnastics.
say,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for gymnastics
Yeah.
and I'd be
I
like,
think the
uh,
difference with like but there's a very big difference between like how like men's gymnastics and like women's gymnastics. It's a little bit like at least back then like gymnastics for women it's like more of a showcase of like flexibility and like grace and stuff like that, and like for like men's and like more recently like with like Simon Biles and like the more recent like team it's like more of a showcase of like power and stuff. Like you can tell like the difference between the techniques and like the things they showcase in like at least in like their floor routines and stuff.
I know a lot of people are kind of being like, I wish women's gymnastic went back to like the artistry and like
Yeah, I've
actually
seen that.
making a nice routine rather than just power, power, power. But like,
like they still have artistic
It's just like
gymnastics
people.
for
It's
that.
people. I looked at like because I saw like a video on that, and from what I've heard from like a Olympic like someone who was like gymnast who did gymnastics, she talked about like yeah. So what people, but the problem was with like back then like the way they how like after they end routine they always do like the arms up and stuff.
hmm
So like back then they like arched their back like a lot and like very like kind of grace. But like the problem was like that was actually really bad for you like posture wise and like a lot of stuff that they did, like that people consider like grace and stuff, was very dangerous, like in like that sport.
Well, you can even tell by like their builds. So, like back then, they were very nice and slim and petite, I guess. And like now, like in order to do those powerful
You like
moves, they have to be built different.
you need
Yeah.
Be
yeah,
built
but
different.
yeah, you like you need like back, like they can't, you can't expect like them to do like the same moves that they're performing now without having like the muscle to like back it up.
Right.
Like if you want to
Support it.
see
Yeah.
that, there's different events like gymnastics, like as a whole, it's not, it's like more about showcasing like kind of like the flexibility and like the power like of the human body. But if you want to kind of go back to like gymnastics, like way back then, like that kind of grace and like creativity, then there's other events like specifically like rhythm gymnastics and stuff like that. Like that's a whole different like event, and that's, I feel like that's what like people kind of are looking for like now in like gymnastics. But like that's not it. Like the sports just, like sports evolve like through time and stuff. And you know, there's just a very big difference on like, you know, how things are like, because obviously like um at a certain point, like, you know, like men and women aren't going to be like, you know, judged the same, like in the same way like in the sport, you know, like in sports like that. Because like obviously like, because obviously there's different events like the like men, like, you know, the like on the beam, but like with the, they do the stupid
Doll
the like the ring kind of thing.
and
They
the
do like,
ring.
yeah, cuz like, yeah, it's very different. I don't know what those are called, or like, I don't know, like the little horsey thing.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know, like I feel
The
like
horsey thing.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, as
I
like
feel
as
like I feel like with men, like men's gymnastics, the focus is more on like upper body strength.
yes,
Well,
yes.
like women's
Mhm.
gymnastics is kind of like I don't know, their legs essentially, because you gotta
It's
like
they do a lot of like, yeah, it's a lot of like core
you
and
gotta do
like,
the thing.
you gotta do
The
the, you
thing.
gotta do, they do a lot of like, you know, like those high,
Flips,
like those flips, and
those flips.
like men was very like, you know, ooh, look at look at me
Yeah,
hang on
Look at
these
my arms.
rings.
like
Yeah,
cause if you look at their builds, like you can see all the men's, they always have like
they have like,
muscular arms and stuff. And you look at their legs, they're not. I mean, obviously they're like muscle, but not as toned as their arms. I guess I don't know what I'm
true,
saying,
yes,
but
yes. It's
it's not
because
as
the
like built.
men skip leg day. So it's always like that though. It's like, if you've noticed, like a lot of like in general, like men like to work out their arms a lot,
Yeah,
while women like to work out like, you know, their legs and
a
stuff.
lot.
Lower
Yeah,
body,
their
yeah.
lower body, but, and it's also because like, you know, that's like um
Stronger part.
your stronger part of your body, just like where your center of gravity is. Like women are
Hmm.
more stronger like lower body, while men's like their upper body has more strength, and it's like that. I feel like in sports like gymnastics, that's unfair to compare, like, you know,
Yeah.
to them. But yeah, I need like, why we gotta gatekeep like things? Like this is 2021. Um, yeah, I really keep thinking about when like seeing like someone like a Twitter post like talking about someone was like, yeah, I can beat Serena Williams in like tennis. I'm like, okay, how come you're not in the Olympics? You know, like if you're so good, how come you're not in the Olympic? How come you're not like playing professionally? Like, you know.
That also brings up like when people used to gatekeep like sports, like what could be considered a sport and what could not be considered a
Yes,
sport.
yes,
I'm still salty about that because I played a sport that people still don't think is a sport.
bro,
So
it is a sport.
Uh,
It's like a fun game.
There's a whole K drama on that sport. It's great.
oh, is there?
Yeah, there is. I think it's, or like there's like, it's like tennis, and then some like one of them comes from like badminton or whatever. I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Okay,
I'll send
okay,
it to you. Feel it's on Netflix. My parents
She's gonna
watch it.
watch it.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
gonna find it.
there's a badminton anime, and you know what? It's in the sports category. So
I
it's a
watched
sport.
that
Hey.
and it sucked. So
Damn, really? There's a lot more.
is
I
it?
think there's
It
another one.
focused. It focused more on like child trauma rather than badminton.
Oh yes, we love when
So,
anime does that, honestly. But
so
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
cheer. Cheer
Like
is
yeah,
also like
like
that
yeah,
too.
that is such a big like debate with like people like is cheer a sport or yes. I'm like at its base, yes.
I'm like,
But
if people are like panting for breath, like it's a sport.
I'm like, yes, it's like and it's like retrospect it's like I feel like it's like the same thing like what people consider like dance a sport because cheer is that fine line between like being dance or like palms is between like a sport and like dance, you know? So
Yeah.
like it's like on question like do you consider like dance a sport, you know? I heard they're like doing like breakdancing in the Olympics or like they're gonna add that.
Oh
That's what I
yeah.
Yeah,
heard.
I
Yeah.
heard that.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's gonna be lit, bro. That's like
Mhm.
bro, breakdancing is hard. I've tried. Like I've seen like the breakdancing club at like Purdue. Man, that's some crazy stuff. It's some crazy stuff. It's a lot of like being in tune with your body and like, you know, kind of it's kind of intense watching them do that. I'm like, man, my head
It'll
hurts
be fun to
watching
see.
them. It would be fun. It would be fun to see, and I think that's very, you know.
I know, like, what's it called? I know the Try Guys are having like a collab with like the Olympics,
Oh
and they're
really?
gonna showcase like average guys
Oh wait, that's so
doing like
cute.
their
That's
sport
actually
and
funny.
seeing like that
Yeah.
comparison.
I've seen like
Yeah, and then that's when I saw they were doing
really.
breakdancing.
I feel like I saw
Well,
that.
Yeah.
I feel like because I saw a post before, like on like a screenshot of, like Tumblr where people were like they wish like you know there's like an average person competing within like the Olympics just so like people can compare like how it is to like the average
Oh,
person and I think that's really
yeah, I
interesting
saw
to hear that they're doing that because I'm like feel like that's what a lot of people
yeah,
want to see because like yeah
yeah.
you because like you could
To
be
showcase.
like even like the last place person like you could talk shit you're like oh they came last but yo they're still
They're
probably
still
faster than
faster.
the average person like by a
yeah.
long shot
Mhm.
like they made it to the
For
Olympics and
real.
that's like that's pretty big itself um but yeah I feel like you know yeah I feel like also like you know people you know there are like certain sports like Daisy definitely played a white person sport. That is definitely like lacrosse. That is oh my god wait.
Yeah, she just froze.
You froze right up
Took a
Why
just
did
Yeah,
by
screenshot.
you
like
froze.
once.
my god wait why did my computer decide to like crash hold on it did not like that
Wait.
So we didn't record.
wait no it's I'm pretty sure it was recording but
Oh, I took a screenshot of you.
it's recording I think but oh no
Okay.
my Discord crashed hold on
Oh,
hold on fuck Discord. I'm like still recording, but the screen's like black now.
oh yeah,
Technical
Baby,
she's
come
gone
back.
now.
technical difficulties. Okay.
There she is.
Okay.
There she is.
We're back. We're back. Okay. My. Oh my god. I'm like. Okay. Let me just check. It's like recording on like this. Okay. Okay, for the viewers, if you're watching the VOD, ignore like the time when the screen went when the screen literally went black. But yeah, as I was saying, I was like, you know, I was interested. It's interesting to see like there's even like you know like sports gate kept by almost by like different races. You know Daisy played a pretty so a sport I consider like a white person sport.
Yeah, it
Lacrosse
is.
is a white person sport.
It's a
period.
white, rich
Yeah,
person
it's a white
sport.
rich person sport, and it's like you know like when like you know the higher class kind of sport. It's like
Oh.
That,
like
Yeah.
there's
that, that reminds me like when we would go to meets and stuff, and then you see that they have a lacrosse
yes
team, and
yes
you're just
I
like,
was that's me, bro. Every time I went to sports, like, cause like the lacrosse team would always like walk by during the sports. I was like, damn, Why are the lacrosse guys
Lacrosse.
always so good looking? I'm like, damn, how come we don't have a lacrosse team? Because we're not a white school. We're not a
Yeah.
Well.
or like like rugby. I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
rugby.
Mhm.
Those are mostly in like I mean Palatine had one, but
But
Palatine.
your demographics.
but the demographic,
Palatine.
that's true. Yeah. Like
Cause like
cricket.
even with like marching band, like when we would pull up and then some bands would have their like semi filled with props and everything.
yeah.
That was yeah.
Yeah.
Ours was built.
They're like,
Our
oh.
truck was frontline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Wheeling Auto.
We like
Yeah,
auto.
we're like I know
We love that.
with the magnetic marching band sign plastic.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's so funny. But yeah, it's like I think it's just interesting to see like God, we're so ratchet. But like, what can you do when we have no money? What can you
Yeah.
do? What can you do? But
Okay, we still won. It's okay.
yeah, like like cricket.
I think it's
Um,
also because we were a smaller class.
that's true. But
We still won. So
yeah, like what are also like what's some like upper horseback riding, like like competitive horseback riding. That's a
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's a rich person. Like to own a horse, you already have to be kind of rich.
Yeah, horses are expensive.
Horses are expensive, and
True.
to take care of them too. Ooh, that's kind of what else? There's like I feel like something when if your track and field team has a javelin throw, I think you come from a rich school because not every school has like javelin throw and stuff like that. Yeah. Um. What other? I'm like, what other sports are there,
oh
bro? If you,
for
There's
yeah,
like
badminton.
so many.
yeah.
For badminton,
Let me
if
look
your
it up.
whole team has the same bag, like the little sports bag, then you're rich. Because like for us, we all came with like
There are
our
your
You're
our
personal. Let's see. What's it called?
Um,
What's it called?
field hockey.
Field hockey.
yeah.
White
Well,
field
people.
hockey.
well for us, we combined with like two other schools.
I think that's for ice hockey.
Oh.
That's
Oh
for
yeah,
ice.
that was ice hockey.
Yeah, we had.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, why did I look up racism in sports? By sport, football,
Oh
rugby,
gosh.
golf. Golf is the
Golf.
white
Yeah,
person sport.
Golf.
it is.
It is, but yeah, it
We
is.
had
Like
we
I know,
had
like
golf.
yeah,
We
but
had our team.
Tiger Woods faced a lot of racism, even though he's a
Special.
legend in
Yeah.
In golf, yeah.
cricket. Bro, I don't even. What even is cricket?
Yeah.
I
You
It's
got
don't
like
a
even
paddle.
know.
You got the
that
paddle.
thing with the ball and you like whack it. I don't know.
I think Wait, hold on.
Cycling.
I think this what's it called? This article I'm reading. I think it's very interesting to like hear about it because we go to such a diverse school and like for us like soccer is mainly like like the Hispanic population and stuff. But
Yeah.
in like at its purest, soccer in its purest form is accessible in racially diverse, most diverse team sport in the world. But like American soccer, it's very like gate kept by like
Yeah, by white people.
Yeah.
upper middle
That's like
class white people. Like
yeah, because like when I was in soccer, we sucked because no one from our team except for like the handful of white people on our team would play like travel soccer.
club soccer
Because
and
it's
stuff.
yeah, because
Cause
it's
that's money.
expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's something I noticed in like even in like like basketball. Like if you can afford like club like travel soccer like club sports, like you kind of have like that
Yeah.
like definitely like
That's what I was yeah,
like
like I like thinking about it if I were like because I wanted to join those types of like the clubs, travel soccer, but there was like no one to drive me there.
yeah.
And they're expensive too. So I'd never joined until high school.
Yeah, and I think
But
it's
I was just like thinking about it, like if you join, like if you would have joined like with everyone else, like maybe I would have been playing soccer in college.
no,
But
but it'd be
I
like
played lacrosse. I
she
played
was like
another.
she's like let me pick another white majority sport. But yeah, it's definitely like I definitely see like the difference on like like those kind of like club kind of teams
Mhm.
and like how they help you with like when you're in like that like the school like clubs for that school sport. Like my niece does she's
Basketball.
yeah, she does basketball. And she's been doing like club basketball since like 5th grade, and she trains like every day, and like yo, this is better than like the average like middle schooler I know for basketball. Like even probably better than like some like beginner like high school basketball players, because like she has the advantage of being like in like those club sports and stuff. And I'm like yo, must be nice. Too bad I was like honestly, I feel like something I regret when I was young, because like when I was younger, I was very shy and like social anxiety. So I really wish like my parents kind of pushed me a little more into like doing like those like sports and stuff, like because like I did have the opportunity to do club sports and stuff like that because my dad works for the park district, so that's free
True.
for me.
Mhm.
And like I mean I did dance and stuff, but like I stopped dance, but like that's because it's because my mom was like, my parents were tired of driving me like twice a week, and like if I was doing also like school sports, then there wouldn't be time for me to do homework. And that's kind of true because like trying to do schoolwork at like in high school, like at a competition, like at a meet, is like the worst, and you're there to like, bro, I don't know, that's a whole different thing. Homework should not be a thing. It should not, because like how you expect some of these kids in like clubs and like sports to like do like X amount of like, because you know how they're like for every like 2 hours of like class you're in, you have to do 1 hour of like studying for that, bro. There are
Yeah.
only 24 hours in a day, and when they're like, yeah, every class gives you like, they're like, I only gave you like an hour's worth of homework, bro, but there are 9 periods in the day. That is 9 hours of homework, and
And then you
that's
have sports in the
and you have
afternoon.
sports. If you have competition, you come home at like 10, and then you have
Got 9 hours of homework.
time for
Dude,
9 hours of homework.
how did we function in high school?
Dude, I don't
Bro,
even know.
I did homework like during class because I never had time. It's
Oh, I know how I did it. I like picked and like I
Oh,
ranked
were you a pick and
my
choose
homework.
yeah,
person?
I did
Yeah.
Oh,
that
okay,
too.
And then
okay.
I would never do my Spanish homework, and my Spanish teacher would get mad. She'd be like,
I would always
it
be
was for
doing
AP Spanish language too. And I was like,
yeah.
bruh, like I don't need to do the homework.
I
She was like doing meetings, and she was like, don't you want to get like a 5? I was like, yeah. Then why don't you do your homework?
and
Because
you're
I
like,
have
I'll still
other
get
important homework.
I'll still
Yeah.
I feel like for a lot of classes I would be doing like the homework for like class like the period before, if I knew it was like easy and stuff. Like, or
It
like
was me
doing
with
like
my
the
psychology.
I feel like all of us were doing like calculus homework, like, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
we're all like we have the books and we're like doing it all for class for like half
Yeah.
of us. Cause I'm like, I feel like any English work always takes so much longer. Anything with like English always took way too much longer than it needed to be, you know, because you had to write
Yeah.
those papers,
Yeah.
or like if you're in like the AP like English, you had to like do all those readings
Oh my
and
god.
analysis.
Do you
I
remember
never
the
did the readings.
labs? The labs done?
The
Remember
what?
for like AP Physics, we had to do those labs? Those labs.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
never understood this.
We did like 25, 30 pages worth. We'd stay up till like 6 a.m. in the morning to finish, go to school at like 7.
oh, like the lab
And we're like,
reports.
we're here.
I would
Wait, was
those
that chemistry? Or
No, physics.
I thought physics we just had a
No, it was
worksheet thing, and then we just kind of filled that out as our lab
Oh
report.
yeah,
But
that
like
was.
we
yeah,
also didn't know how to fill it out, so
like that one
Bro,
time they took us to K1's speed,
speed.
I don't think
and
I
then they
even
gave us
finished
a
that.
packet.
no, literally one person did it, and he was like, "Here is the answers,"
I
Yeah,
and we
remember
all
that.
just like, blah, 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 and
yeah.
then we
Of
just
Was
did
it
it.
answers.
Zalman?
Okay, I think it was
Yes,
either Zalman or Brian.
True.
it was
It
Zalman
was It was
Yeah.
definitely Zalman. Zalman's a
Okay. Yeah.
real
because
one.
we were like,
Yeah.
Zalman.
we're there to go kart.
I must say shout out to Zalman because, bro, if
He's so
eventually
sweet.
you
Oh.
know he one of the smartest people I know, and like he doesn't shove it in your face because there are people they're
Yeah.
like, and I think that
He's
was
very
like
humble.
he is, and he's always willing to help you, like
Yeah.
if you need help. So I think
AP Chem.
Yeah.
he comes in
AP
clutch.
Physics.
AP Chem.
AP Chem,
Oh,
bro, in every class, because most of my classes were with Salman, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Salman, help me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro,
He
yes,
was really nice.
shout out
I
to
mean, like
Salman.
he tried.
That man's
He tried
he's
to
gonna
like
be
teach you.
doctor.
So
Yeah, he would like actually teach you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that was really nice.
yeah.
yeah, because I remember he wouldn't like just give you the answers because like
Mhm.
what's the point? His purpose was like to genuinely
He like
help you to
explains you
understand, and
how.
I think
Yeah,
that's one of the many like traits. Yeah, in
Yeah.
way of like in layman's term of some
Be-
like I would understand,
because
you
most of
know?
the time you are in the most of the time you're in the right direction. You just have like one part of it like wrong,
Yeah.
and
Like he
then
used to ask me, like, "Do you understand how I got there?" And I'd be like, "Nah, dog." But it's
Do it
okay.
again. Again.
he's like I bet. Shout out to Zalman. But yeah, yeah. Homework, that's a no for me. That is a no for me. Because it doesn't like for the most part it
I think
doesn't help you. It doesn't help you.
I
It
think it
just
depends on
helps
the subject.
it does, but like a lot of the stuff like that stuff should be done like within class, I feel. You know?
Like I kind of understand like math homework because it's kind of practice and repetition, but
Yes, I
also like
understand that. I understand like, I count that as like studying.
okay,
Like
yeah,
studying
Mhm.
is different than having people do homework for like a grade and like cuz like you say homework is for you to learn. That's like yes. But what's the point if you're like getting it wrong and they don't give you a chance to like, like fix it? Then that's like homework becomes like something like people kind of like cheat off of, or like they just look up the answers and you're not actually getting something because it's like for a grade, and like a lot of the time like kind of just not absorbing anything, and it's just stuff you could just learn in class. Like I mean, I guess for like the AP classes, I guess, but like I just don't think it should be like graded, you know
Yeah.
because how you because like it's just like as someone who
Yeah.
is like really busy and like a lot of time like you don't have time for homework, like if you're
Did you guys ever like for example like AP World History, like those free response
oh
questions?
my god,
Would you uh work with somebody and have them
yes,
answer one question and you answer the other
yes,
question?
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm pretty sure most of us have like
yeah,
copied off
yeah,
each other for that.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
AP for world history, for US history, I remember like
Oh,
sometimes like some people like you can do it, and then like bro, I feel like people in our high school were so very clutch, because like I know other places like it's a free for all, like you can like
hmm
you cannot ask for help from like your peers. But for us, like if I'm like, bro, I didn't know this one FRQ. Can you give me the answer? Yeah, just write the words a little differently.
I think
Yeah.
we just.
Wasn't there like a Google Doc
Yes, there
I
is a
forgot what
that
which
had
class.
like
Which class though?
we all for AP World?
Oh, probably.
Like
yes.
I
I think.
remember one person
I feel like it
like
was Catherine.
had a
I'm not,
whole
Yeah.
Google Doc on, but I remember like we were all in it, And we're
Yeah.
like, okay. They're just like at the very top, disclaimer, please paraphrase.
Yeah,
Please do not copy and paste.
yeah,
Because our teachers were really good with that.
yeah.
That's
But I
funny.
don't know how they were that good with that. Like when they have so many students and they're like, it's one thing if it's like one after another, like you see it, but like, man.
Yeah.
I had a
Well,
friend in college. He was a TA, and he was like, he's like, the day has come. I saw plagiarism, cause like I think the two papers were like submitted like next to each other, so they're like on top of each other, and he's like, it was word for word, like the whole paper was word for word, and he's like, got him. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, like if you're gonna
that's
copy, at least
stupid.
the paraphrase, you know. I did that.
You know, at least nowadays, like with like the online,
Mhm.
they have like actual apps to plagiarize, like scanning plagiarism and all that. So
But then like half the
it's a
time,
lot
bro,
easier for the teachers. But
it is. But like half the time, like if you're gonna pull like very generic like questions from like the internet, then that's on you. Like you deserve to get like your students
yeah,
should plagiarize. Cause that like a lot of stuff like if you're not creative enough to come up with your own like math problem or stuff like that, then yeah, go ahead and cheat. I don't care. Or like, or sometimes like it's so stupid, like because sometimes those plagiarism stuff it marks like plagiarism for like at least for like English paper like citations and stuff like that. So it's like 90% of my papers plagiarized, but because most of them
it's
are from
not.
like citations, and I'm like,
No,
can
that's
you?
where the teacher comes
Or
in.
like it's like very generic like statements, like very common statements that are like plagiarism, and I'm like, I said this, but okay, yeah, yeah. I feel very strongly about like no homework, or like at least like reducing it.
I feel like that's a whole separate.
That is, it is because
I feel like we can each give our like twos about it.
yeah,
Oh gosh.
as somewhat like on homework demotivates me. I'm like fuck this, cause like I'm like if it's for a grade, what if I don't understand it? Then I just have to look
Yeah.
it. Then I just have to look it up to like get the good grade and stuff. Like you know.
I'm like, if my teacher gives me their phone number and I can call them up at like 12 in the morning, then
Yeah, when I
sure.
yeah, and then
Like,
or
grade
like
it.
because there were
But
some teachers that are like, yeah, if you email me with questions, like I'll be up till this time. I'm like, yeah, but I don't come home from like competitions till like 10 p.m. So you probably already asleep. So not Daijobu. Oh, you good there? Can I?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, school. Were any of you like those type of kid like girls when you're like elementary when your teacher's like I need some strong boys to carry the chairs for me?
Oh
Were
yeah.
any of you those type of girls who were like, I can carry those chairs too, and you're carrying like 10 chairs on your arms?
Yeah.
Because you're like I'm strong too. So were any of you those type of people? I like saying
I did
that.
it occasionally. But I'm a small girl.
Yeah, but
There's a
when you're
lot of things I
when you're
can and
but
cannot
when
do.
you're in elementary, everyone's small. You're all kind of the same height at that point. I remember
Yeah.
I was taller than most boys at a certain point in elementary.
Not me.
In middle school, do you guys remember?
Not me.
Do you guys remember Ben Dermisovic?
Hmm.
Bro,
Yeah.
he was because he's pretty tall now,
Wait.
but he was really short in like middle school.
In middle school, Daisy?
I was like,
Daisy.
wait a minute. I remember in
No, we
high
didn't go
school.
to middle
Yeah, I went to
school
middle
with
school.
her.
Yeah, I went to because in high school he like pretty tall. I think in like 8th grade he like got really tall. But I remember I would think at like one point I was taller than him in like middle school, and I'm like man. But in
I
elementary
was
school, elementary school everyone be the same height. Everyone be midgets.
I was usually the tallest one in like middle school and elementary
It
school
just
and
means
stuff.
you.
But
It
then
just mean
now
It just means
Now
you
I'm the
hit.
shortest.
It just means you hit puberty faster.
Like even yeah, I mean like in high school or in like high school or like now like I'm like damn, I used to be taller than you.
No, yeah, that's
I
great.
can't relate.
That's funny to think about. But
It's okay. It doesn't change the fact that we still volunteered
was
and carry strong things because we are strong.
was anyone else also like a big hater on pink? Cause that's also a thing. Like
Yes.
like you're like no, yeah. I feel like I was like that. But also like my favorite color when I was younger it was blue. So, but
Yeah.
also
Blue,
I
red.
think when I associated pink, it was very that like hot, like very
My room was pink. My room
Mm.
is still pink.
the very vibrant, like really bright pink. Cause
Oh,
I
mine's
still don't
Oh
like that.
no,
That's
no,
like
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
like wearing pink.
that's what I associated like pink with. But yeah,
Like Barbie pink?
yeah. I mean, I like Barbies, but like there's like
No.
some point I'm like pink, ew. But
No.
I enjoyed playing Barbies, but I enjoyed playing like Nerf guns and stuff like that. Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Nerf guns are fun.
What are some also like also like cause like I see it like a lot on like like the internet like people like oh when you're like people are young like girls are younger you're like so built on like being like trying to be like break like those stereotypes of like quote unquote like what girls like, but it's like
Mhm.
you don't have to. It's just like you're trying to fight the system, but like once you're older, you're like it's not even like a bad color. It's just so ingrained in your like system, like in your mind that you're like oh like this is like it's only associated with like girls, but boys can wear pink too. Boys can
Tough guys wear pink.
tough guys wear pink. You know.
I still have that shirt.
I think I feel like, I feel like when we were growing up, it doesn't help because like our parents kind of guide us to saying like, "Oh, that's not like very ladylike." Like keeping your legs open, whistling. Like those were the things that I remember when I was younger. Like they'd be like, "That's inappropriate for a girl to do."
Oh,
You shouldn't be
my
whistling. That's
parents
a
never
guy
did
thing.
that.
You should always. Mm-mm. I've seen it like in a lot of other like girls like in my like friends neighborhood whatever, but like I still remember like my mom didn't like me whistling when I not like to the point where it was like, oh, it's forbidden, like you can never do it, but she was just like, that's it's like it's something that like guys like to do, and I'm like, well, I can whistle. I whistle all the time, and I can whistle Tiffany's solo during marching band. Did it come in clutch? Yes, it did. Like, I don't know. I just don't like that. And I feel like nowadays, like parents are much more aware that, they can do whatever, but at the same time, it's still present.
I
With
think
like, girls should not do this. Guys are only doing this.
I think when I was
It doesn't help
younger,
with like,
I just cry. I used to because when I was younger, I was very shy and like anti like social anxiety. So my parents were like, "Bro, if she wants to do whatever, just let her because whatever." But yeah, I mean my parents like would make comments. They're like, "Yeah, AJ likes to do like boy things," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," but it kind of be like that, but.
That's so interesting because college I took a class about is it like pretty much sex, and they kind of explained how we build our it starts when you're children, like watching movies.
mm-hmm,
And because like when you watch the Disney movies, like the girls have to find their their prince,
Mhm.
their
yeah,
and the guys are, I guess they just like they just that's what they pick up. Like children pick up so much stuff by watching things.
mm-hmm,
Children are
It's
very
like, wow.
moldable.
Yeah. So that's what they're like,
of
oh,
course.
girls have to be princesses, they have to find their,
Their love.
their love. And it's just like, wow. There's
I
just
think
so
I
much.
think that's why when Frozen came
Mhm.
out, it was like a big thing because they were like, see, like she didn't need a prince or a guy, like she just needed her sister. Like it reinforced like family, and I think that was like one of the
Yeah.
first few Disney movies that came
Mulan
out
did
saying
that
like, "Oh,
shit
we don't
though.
need no man,"
Mulan did that
you
shit.
know? True.
Pocahontas did that shit. Like,
They were
it's
very
just because
strong.
it's a white woman, so people are like, ooh. And that's a whole different topic, um, but yeah, I think you know the people like what they
But I think we are,
like.
We're an hour and 4 minutes.
Mm, pretty
yeah.
nice, pretty
I think
nice.
we'll conclude it.
But yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to get too controversial.
bro, I will go as
No,
country.
we'll save it.
For next time.
We'll save it with Eric too.
But
I'm
yeah,
sure, yeah, I'm sure Eric has
But
some back.
Eric, yeah.
yeah, Eric probably has some input as a male. As a male,
as a male.
as the male of the group, you know, because like he's obviously gonna have a very different perspective,
True.
just like facts, but yeah.
But what are some recommendations
What are
that
some
we
recommendations
wanna
today?
what's a topic
What's a topic?
do we wanna recommend?
Let's do. Let's do. A restaurant? A restaurant, maybe?
What? I didn't hear that.
A restaurant. A restaurant.
Oh, a restaurant.
Yeah,
I
a
heard a
dining place.
restaurant.
No. A dining place. Dining place.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Could be local. Could be a chain. Oh, you could also say what your favorite food on the menu is.
Okay, I'll go first. I like California Pizza Kitchen. And I'll recommend the compound spaghetti with chicken.
Compound spaghetti. Ooh. Yeah, you
Can I
like
have?
that.
It's just my
Yeah,
most recent order.
Kanai's always been getting that for the longest
She
time.
always getting that. Um.
Well, now I'm hungry.
Yeah. I might get food after now.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. What's a chain place I've been to recently?
There's
Well,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guys.
I have one.
Okay.
Well, yesterday for dinner, I went to Five Guys. I think that was
Ooh.
the first time I went there, and it was pretty
What?
good. I got their cheeseburger, and I still have like the
Fries.
bag with
Leftover
fries
fries.
They
because
give a lot of fries.
they gave me so many fries.
Did you get your peanuts?
Peanuts.
Or do they not give that out
I
anymore?
don't think they
I don't
give
think
that
they
out
give it
No,
out
anymore.
right
like
now.
at Five Guys, you can.
You have to ask.
They used to have that available.
They don't
Like you
have
can
Yeah,
it.
get
I don't
free
have it right now because
peanuts.
of
They don't
COVID.
have it
Like
because
in
of
the
COVID.
show. Mm,
Let's
she couldn't
see.
get the full experience.
Let's see. I don't even eat the peanuts.
No, I don't eat it either.
What do you mean full experience if you don't even eat it?
Well, I did it like once, but
I'm,
I'm not a big peanut
I'm like
person.
trying to figure out like where
Wow.
I've ate. Oh, okay. I think it's gonna be really general, but like if you go to like a dim sum place, like I was at a Minghin, like last week. Something I think is really good that you get is a like Peking duck. Like and then they have like it's in like a little bun. You can get buns and you put like the duck in there and you have like the sauce. Bro, chef's kiss. So good. I recommend that if you go to like a dim sum place and they serve like duck. You should try that.
Cute.
Okay, Tiffany, go. Go.
So I live in Iowa, so we don't really get a variety of food. So I'm trying to think.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I mean, that was the last thing I ate out. So I don't know. McDonald's, I guess. The fries. The fries slaps. The fries slap. I don't think anything kind of beats. Well, okay, Chick-fil-A waffle fries kind of close. I guess
Portillo's cheese
okay, fine,
fries?
Portillo's.
Oh, I don't like
Yeah.
the Portillo's French fries. I only like.
I only like to eat it if I have cheese.
Yeah, I don't think they taste good on its own.
Mhm.
Like they don't have like they're definitely
No, it needs cheese.
they're
for sure.
definitely not double fried like the McDonald's ones. You know.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess Portillo's.
Portillo's.
Italian beef with spicy peppers and cheese fries.
You like you
Yum.
got the
The whole
sauce.
shebang.
You got the sauce like on it or to the side.
On it.
On it. Okay. Very good.
But
Very good.
Mm.
You heard it here,
Wow.
folks.
Well, that concludes our Lady Talk episode. Welcome. Thank you for listening to us at Dose of Discourse. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Catch you next
Oh
time.
God.
Bye.
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 Bye.